Hey. Where am I? What is this? Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Nothing. Damn it! Where is this place? Why am I here? Damn, I can't remember. My name is... Wait. Who am I? I think I'll take a break.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Kay from Lunarlight Games, and welcome to our video. It's been a while since we've done another one of these. First things first, want to give a huge shout out to Keymailer and Idea Factory for providing this review code and this game. This is Scarlet Salvation. I believe it's third-person shooter / action RPG, and today we're just gonna go ahead and try this out and give our first impression with it. Also, to those of you lucky fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Hope you guys are doing well. So let's go ahead and run through our first hour with this game. I guess this is a tutorial section, so what do we have in store here? Well, this is certainly a brand new experience for me.
I think I'll take a break.
I'm most familiar with the Neptunia games from Idea Factory, although they do have some other titles in their library, but I've gotten the most exposure to Neptunia, and those are mainly either turn-based RPGs or
Can't just stand around.
hack and slash RPGs.
You can't be serious.
Jump with X. The jump is a little floaty. No targets yet. Do we get to shoot? No. Actually, can I pause this? No. Well, we got our controls here. Some settings. Anything new here? Not really. Oh well. Let's keep going.
Robot? Hey! Can you talk at all?
If that's your idea of saying hello. Let's see. Dodge is circle. Square is melee. R2. Huh.
What? It can move?
This game reminds me a bit of Returnal. Okay, so there isn't any multi-melee attacks. Oops. You can't just... Yeah, it's only a one-strike melee attack. It's almost like a bullet hell shooter. Enemies and traps will appear on the floor and try to obstruct you. Assess the situation and overcome various dangers. Got it.
Hey! Why are you attacking me? I don't get it. Sheesh.
Pretty cool so far, though I don't really see any way where you can reload. I guess there's no manual reload. Mirage Shift. By jumping and then using Mirage Shift, you can cross otherwise untraversable platforms. Additionally, Mirage Shift grants brief invincibility. Time it carefully to evade traps or attacks unscathed. Air dashing. Sweet. Air dashing with iframes. Okay, so we're supposed to make our way up and across. Got it. By destroying the micro armory, aka the container box, various items will appear, such as recovery items and weapons. Defeating enemies may also cause items to drop. There are two types of items, those that are collected when the player is near and those that are acquired with triangle. Items that are auto-collected will vanish if not picked up for some time. Gotcha. Got ourselves a new weapon, a shotgun. Exo Drive, or Exo Force Drive, refers to certain special abilities. When you acquire an Exo Skill item on a floor, it is set to the corresponding Exo Skill slot and activates various effects automatically. Exo Skills are set in specific slots assigned to each item. You can check their slot upon acquiring them. Level Exo Skills by picking up the same skill again. You can exchange skills by finding new ones. I wonder if those are stored in your inventory or not. As in, you can equip or unequip them. Or if it's more like your standard run and gun shooter where you just automatically equip them whenever you pick them up, and then as you collect different ones, they get replaced. Okay, defense up. Yeah, so far I can't seem to reload. I mean, there's obviously a gauge there, but by acquiring Exo Force items or performing specific actions, Exo Force accumulates in the Exo Skill slot. Once full, the Exo Skill enters a boosted state. Taking damage greatly reduces Exo Force. Try not to get hit, is all it's saying. We can change our weapons now. Shotgun versus the Raven Strike. After Exo Force accumulates to a certain level, press R1 to enter Onslaught mode, aka Fun mode. During Onslaught, Exo Force gradually decreases over time, but you become invincible and all attack damage increases. Additionally, all Exo skill slots enter a boosted state. Oh yeah, that's Fun mode. Okay, Fun mode. Oh shoot. Enemy projectiles can be parried by hitting them with a striker attack. Successfully parrying projectiles accumulates Exo Force. However, some projectiles cannot be parried, so be careful. Sweet. Let's try that out. Wait. Okay, that eliminates the projectiles, but... Oh. I thought you could reverse them. So you can eliminate projectiles from your field of vision if you time them correctly. Well, if you time the melee attack correctly.
Guess not.
This is all just a training grounds.
What is this thing? Damn. What was that? Did I die? Is this a dream? No, it can't be. It's the same place as before. There are weapons. Guess I have to go.
Live, die, repeat. The Returnal comparisons are very apt here. So, in addition to being a third-person shooter / action RPG, it's also a bit of a roguelike. This is the location where the player restarts. Some facilities within the floor become available to use once specific conditions are met. When the player dies and restarts from the return area, all items except story-related key items, acquired exo skills, and the player's secondary weapon are lost. Press the touchpad to open the menu. From the menu, you can view the map, current status, and review action controls. There's nowhere else to go but forward. Also, I do like the character designs here. They remind me of Phantasy Star.
Hey,
Who are you?
what a greeting. You're the one who contacted me. Twice, right? I can't explain who I am, but I can say that I'm not who you expect.
So who are you then?
I'm an AI, a military AI to be specific. Designation code ACS/MOG67789, but don't fret about remembering. I don't expect you to.
Military? Well, that doesn't matter. What is this place?
This is a military facility. That's why I've been dispatched here.
Military. So, that's why there are robots?
What's wrong?
If communication is possible, then can you call for a rescue?
Sorry, but no.
What do you mean, no? Fine. Then I'll just have to escape on my own.
If you want, I can give you support.
Huh?
Speaking as a military AI, your presence here is strange. Since we don't know how you arrived, the military isn't going to send help. But think about it another way. If we can figure out how this happened, they might dispatch help. See?
So you're saying I should investigate?
Don't overthink it. If you plan on escaping, you'll be exploring the facility, right? Just tell me what you observe along the way. Perhaps this is a good opportunity. It is better to light one's candle than curse the darkness, you could say.
Huh? You're an AI, but you're using such complicated expressions.
AIs want to show off what they know too.
Whatever. Let's go. And for the record, I'm not counting on your support. I can't just stand around.
This game's voice acting is in sharp contrast to what I'm usually used to from Idea Factory. There's less in the way of like moe in this game than the usual compile heart titles. There's a slight cooldown period in between dashing. So you can't just like dash, jump, dash.
We set off at last.
No need to get so excited. Let's tone it down.
You know, you're pretty weird. You're not very AI-like.
Weird? Not at all. AI, as the name implies, is a type of intelligence. The more advanced an AI is, the more it reflects human behavior. Our similarities are a sign of technological progress.
Yeah, you're definitely weird. Starting to feel exhausted.
Right when we're about to start exploring?
I just had a dream about being attacked by robots. But there's no use worrying about it. Let's move. It's that robot.
The one you mentioned. You said you saw it in your dream.
Yeah, that one. So it wasn't a dream?
Maybe this is the darkest hour before the dawn. In case you don't know, that means things seem worst before, at last, you finally find relief.
Oh, shut up for a bit!
Their banter is slightly amusing.
You're stronger than I expected. Did you receive training somewhere?
How would I know that? Wait, I actually don't remember.
Don't remember? What an interesting way to phrase it. Or are you practicing the concept of I keep scoring?
It's not like that.
What happened to our rifle? The shotgun is less than useful. Thankfully, mobility is fairly quick. Even if it comes at the cost of not being able to shoot very fast. Is there... Let's check out our buttons. I need to find a way for us to manually... Oh, there we go. The game didn't tell us that. In order to manually reload, just tap down on the right stick. Not very many games do that, allowing you to reload from the right stick.
Honestly, I probably have amnesia. I don't know my name or where I'm from.
I see. You've got troubles, but this is far from out of the frying pan into the fire. Considering your strength, you should be able to escape the facility. Maybe.
What's with that half-assed encouragement? I'm desperate. Nobody's here to help.
Uncertain situations can spiral out of control. By rule, the military really can't send help.
Well, shit.
Let's see, what do we want to replace? The Raven Strike. What is the Grim Whisper? Okay, so it's like a handgun. What about this one? Submachine gun. That one's infinitely more useful. Not a big fan of the slow shooting times of the shotgun, so let's try... Maybe not that one. Maybe the Raven Strike? Hang on. Okay, so you have your traditional rarity colors. You get greens for like, what, commons or uncommons. No blues. I wonder, what is this yellow? Doesn't really say. I guess we should pick up the purple, but not a big fan of the handgun. I mean, it's okay. What about this one? This one we'll keep. And then the exo skills, we can only carry one. It's either we take damage reduction, aim correction, or extra ammo. Yeah, I think we're fine. Let's use this loadout.
Complaining about it won't change anything, but the military's pretty damn useless.
What do you think soldiers are? They're trained, sure, but unfortunately, still human. They're weak when they lack information. As vulnerable as civilians, even. But their lives are equal to everybody else's. They shouldn't be thrown into more danger simply because they're soldiers.
Is that the kind of shit you say to someone left to die?
I'm not leaving you to die. I'm offering you my support, aren't I? Focus on uncovering the cause of this bizarre situation before worrying about anything else. Do that, and they may send you help.
I'll get out faster on my own. If I wait, I'll have rotted away by the time they get here.
Okay, thoughts on our new weapons. The submachine gun is rapid fire, but trying to aim with it is very bad. At least, hang on, let me try this one, manually aiming. Let's wait for that. Manually aiming slows us down considerably. Sometimes it's just faster to run and gun. Submachine gun is great if you're up close and personal. Otherwise, if you're at a distance, maybe use the pistol. Oh, there's no auto aim. Nope, never mind, there is auto aim with this. But the range on it kind of stinks. As you saw there, our bullets did nothing. Every gun has their weaknesses. There's no one size fits all. But hey, we're getting money. That's awesome, right? Is there something over here? I see something on the mini-map. Nope. Crap. Not bad. Everything's been doable at this point. I wonder if we're going to come across a boss soon. Oh, what? Our rounds aren't even landing. So you're encouraged to stay close to the fight. Just gotta try not to get hit. Gotta keep in mind our gauge there. The melee combat is not all that great. It's useful in a pinch, but you're better off just using your weapons. shoot first, ask questions later, as they say. Oh, what's this? Using devices and facilities. When approaching a device or facility, press or hold triangle. Is this a store? Wait, what? Oh, we can enhance our weapons. So depending on the amount of money we've gained so far, we can use the new funds to increase the stats of our weapons. We've mainly been using the submachine gun. I'm just going to use whatever we have here and upgrade it completely. Does it have a new look? I can hardly tell. Alright, floor 1 is done. Let's move on to the next one.
Alright, let's get cracking.
I sure hope there's nothing to make a mountain out of a molehill here.
The hell? There are moles at the base?
It means to make a big fuss over small issues.
Huh? Oh, you're so annoying. Just say that from the start.
You really don't have any mental finesse.
Shut up! Hey, is there anyone staying here?
Yes, you.
That's not what I meant. Is there anyone else besides me here?
Nope, nobody.
You know what would be cool? A way for us to bypass the reloading
Robots, huh?
cooldown.
This is a military facility, isn't it? What were they doing here?
It was a testing ground for weapons.
Was?
It closed down years ago. The reason these robots are still operational is because they have a self-maintenance function.
Thanks a lot for adding such an unnecessary feature. Testing ground for weapons and closed down. Why am I in the place like this?
That's what I want to know.
If only my memory would come back.
They say memory can return after significant emotional shock.
I've had enough shock. Any more than this would kill me.
There's nothing yet to suggest this game is procedurally generated. Though it probably is.
So, where did we leave off? About my amnesia.
You said you couldn't even remember who you are.
I really can't remember anything.
Saying anything might not be accurate, no? We're talking, right? So, we can conclude that you still have language and common sense.
Yeah, but not knowing who I am is as good as forgetting everything.
We're just going to go ahead and skip over those other exo skills or items.
I see. Your title is as important as language and common sense. Just like my military AI job title.
Profession represents who you are.
Are you saying that one's status defines them? But when you consider that clothes do not make the man, focusing on titles is dangerous. It's only one element out of the many that create the essence of a person.
I guess so.
The range on the melee is a bit shorter than I thought. You have to get very close in order to parry, and it doesn't seem to...
I was thinking about something earlier. Is there any possibility that I worked here?
You mean as a staff member? At a facility that closed years ago?
Maybe I came back to pick up something I forgot?
Nah, I doubt it. I searched the data, and there was no record of someone like you. Besides, this site was unmanned. there were no employees who could leave something behind.
Well, no clues then.
Sorry, I was about to say, there's no vulnerable state that you get locked into when you're trying to parry or melee any projectiles. Because I could have sworn I was going to get hit by meleeing into the orbs there, but no. Came out on the other side undamaged. Awesome. So far the difficulty isn't extremely high as long as you're moving and not staying still. We didn't really need the top off in health. But we'll still take it. Let's see.
I can't just stand around.
We already have that one. This one, reloads a lot slower. I mean, we already have the photon strike. Or is it the... hang on. That's the rapid shadow. Never mind. Different gun. Which one is the photon strike? Oh, it's a laser. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Okay, this thing absolutely melts. No, the reload time on it is probably the worst one yet. And trying to manually aim this thing does not work. If there's a lock on, then you're kind of stuck. Try to keep this thing topped off whenever you can, and then once you're able, just melt everything down in your path. Cool. Let's see. We have enough to upgrade the photon strike. Why not take the chance to boost this one? Alright, I'm liking where this game is going. I mean, it's kind of light on story at the moment, but the gameplay is fairly good. That is, if you like high-speed third-person shooters.
Sounds like you're in a rough patch.
Easy for you to say. It's not your problem.
Sorry, it's actually impossible for AI to be unsympathetic to the affairs of others, you know? We conduct simulations and get a sense of what it's like to be the person involved, more or less. So, I'm an entity that empathizes with you.
Yeah, well, then start acting like it.
That turret there was a bit tougher.
Anyway, aren't there supposed to be 3 laws of robotics?
The 3 laws of robotics, huh? It's kinda questionable to take the words defined by one author as absolute. Let's shelve those laws. What do you think about the situation right now?
I'm asking you because I don't know.
Then we agree. Neither of us know why the robots are attacking you. Maybe they're malfunctioning?
Huh, you're seriously useless. Is this what connects the rooms? What is this?
It's a short-distance warp, commonly known as a portal. It connects spaces within a certain distance. Just think of it as a special little door of sorts.
Is there any point in investigating this? I didn't think an AI would be clueless too.
That's disappointing to hear. Remember, I simulate what it's like to be involved. So, if you don't get it, neither will I. Doesn't it make you feel similar to me? Close, even?
Learn someone who could just solve everything in a snap.
The Deus Ex Machina only exists in stories. It is information gathered yourself that needs solutions.
Says the one who does nothing. How many of these damn rooms are there?
A journey without knowing the destination can be stressful indeed. With that said, haste makes waste. Taking the next step is what's truly important.
Less talking, more guiding.
I can't do that.
Why not?
This is a testing facility. There are robots stationed on each floor. Since they're experimental machines, they can't interact. You can only maneuver via a portal. Pretty irritating design, right?
This isn't funny.
No,
So
it
we
isn't.
can only move between floors using the portal?
Isn't that what I said?
Then why can't you tell me where it goes and help guide me?
Well, looks like the portal is malfunctioning. The destinations are scattered. The destination changes after a set amount of time, too.
I want to punch whoever made this system.
Defense up versus... Oh. Skill level 2. Let's take that one. And skill level 3. If you're able to find the same exo skill, they stack upon each other. That's good news. Now the question is, do we take the teleporter or do we take the door? I suggest we take the
I
door.
think I'll take a break.
Actually, no. Didn't mean to say the door, I mean the teleporter. Hey, max HP. I mean, we haven't really been getting hit. I'll just leave that one away. Over there.
Over and over again.
Ammo up and defense up, thank you. Items, items. I haven't really found a way to use our items yet. No. Yeah, it doesn't show us a way to use the items that we just picked up. I wonder if that comes later. Let's head back. Alright, now that we know the truth, portals like this are just extra areas that you can go to. The real critical path is through these doors.
Looks like we'll just have to muscle our way through.
Don't be so down in the dumps. You never know when good luck may turn up.
You have good news?
You're so impatient. I think there might be some in the future.
It's starting to feel like meeting you was bad luck.
There's a slow delay whenever you're switching between weapons. You can't just instantly switch over and start shooting. As disappointing as that may sound. What is that over there? Should be an item box right around the corner. I'll keep taking the exo skill that increases our defense. We don't really have a need for increasing our health yet. I mean, it's not like we're taking much damage anyway. Yeah, just like that. It takes a small bit of start time in order to equip your next weapon. That's no fun. I just want to start blasting as soon as I can. Lots of health, though. I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It likely means that the game's expecting us to take a lot more hits. HP up, HP up. If there's one criticism I have so far of this game, it's that the environments are very repetitive. I mean, the arenas are slightly different, but the pathway in between each area is about the same. It's still the same gray, dull hallway. I wonder if you can reload cancel. Like say, hang on, let me try this. So say if I'm reloading and I switch over to this one, and then I reload back to this one, yeah, it should. Yeah, that's doing exactly what I wanted to do. When you're reloading one weapon and you switch over to a different weapon, it should already be fully loaded. So for example, let's drop that one down, drop this one down, shoot that one, shoot that one. There you go. Bit of a minor reload cancel, but that's cool. That'll help us out in the long run. Just try not to switch out whenever you're not in the midst of a reload, because when you switch back, it'll still be at the same capacity. So if you're low on a mag like this, and then you switch out, then you might find yourself in a rough spot. What is this? A secret glow? Oh, it's a homing gun. It's burst fire, but it's homing. Nah, I kind of prefer the submachine gun. It pairs well with our laser gun already. Let's further upgrade our weapons. The cost to upgrade your guns is slowly getting exponential. At first we were able to do like 10 upgrades, but now we can barely do like 3. I mean, so far so good. The game feels somewhat fun to play, but the environments leave much to be desired. Do we get to go to a different area yet?
Damn. I can't remember a thing.
Seems like you still have amnesia.
I'm pretty sure I've still got common sense. You can tell that much from talking to me, right?
Defining common sense is difficult. It can refer to a broad range of things. There's the saying, common sense isn't common. Unless you can be specific. I can't verify your memory, miss.
You're asking for a lot. Okay. I want to know how much general knowledge I have that's considered common in society right now.
And which country and era's general knowledge do you refer to? You've hardly narrowed it down.
I mean, this country, this era. Knowledge included in textbooks for elementary and middle school. Stuff even kids would know.
Okay, then talk about some simple current affairs. Come on, speak up.
Give me a sec. You asked for current affairs, right? Humanity is at war with an alien race called the Contactors. They're mysterious life forms that suddenly showed up one day.
Ding ding.
Was that really a good answer?
This isn't a test. As long as the general idea is correct, it should be fine. Your answer isn't far off from information I can find on the internet.
That's a vague source. Contactors are really strong, aren't they? I remember that humans have been losing the war and we're in a pretty tight spot. Nearly the whole Eurasian continent has been occupied.
Yes.
Humanity is struggling, huh? I guess you can say, back a dog in a corner and it'll bite.
Strange things have happened because of that saying, you know. Some commanders deliberately force their soldiers into dangerous situations to make them stronger. Yet the idea of humans becoming stronger when they're cornered is pure fantasy.
If that actually worked, we would be winning against the Contactors.
When cornered, resource management should be prioritized. Willpower alone cannot win battles.
With a war like that going on, why am I here? Really? How am I able to fight?
Both your skills and physical abilities are amazing. How much training did you undergo?
How should I know?
I wonder if that secret glow is supposed to be some sort of quote-unquote legendary weapon. It's a different glow than your usual legendary weapon. At least the banter is interesting. Oh, what is this? We can use our money to generate items. We don't really need that. Same thing goes for the secret glow. We haven't been using these two weapons. But over here... Ammo up? No. HP? No. Oh, hey, defense. That should give us another increase. We don't need to spend any more money here.
Let's go.
Feels like we've been playing for a while and we haven't taken any deaths, nor have we encountered any extremely difficult enemies.
Always attacking on sight.
Because they're robots. I don't think they have any malicious intent. That's why we can't persuade them.
That's exactly why they're a problem.
When in doubt, use the melee attack. It's a surefire way to get yourself out of any hairy situations. I would like it if it was a multi-stage melee attack. You can't just mash it willy-nilly. Is this level 14 gun?
Can't Just stand around.
No, never mind. Our gun is on the left side. I keep mistaking the new gun for the one on the right. I mean, the one on the left. Your currently equipped weapon is on the left, and the new item is on the right. Do. Just gotta make sure we reload everything upon every new room. Level 6, 4. Nope. Nothing that we need there. What awaits us in the box?
So, what kind of robots were being tested here?
Fully autonomous robots. With their maintenance capabilities, they can repair each other too. Reliable, aren't they?
If they weren't the enemy, maybe.
We don't need any health. I guess the health items are used upon pickup. So far, so good. But we kind of used up our credits in order to
Over and over again.
upgrade our defense instead of our weapons. This thing absolutely melts. What the hell? This game would feel a lot more difficult if the movement wasn't so fluid and quick. I mean, our run speed basically outpaces the speed of the projectiles. I mean, not that I'm complaining. Thankfully, there are no homing bullets against our character anyway. Though the mini-map can be a little difficult to read. It doesn't rotate, so whenever you're like moving around, you have to rely mainly on the icon to determine which direction you're facing. These guns are fairly weak. Let's keep going. Oh no. It's a killing field. Let's use our Exo ability, and no, never mind. The fun mode has ended. Oops, what the heck? What? That was weird. Melee seemed less than responsive there. You know what? Let's clear out this room, and I think this is where we're going to end this video. As much fun as we've been having, we're currently running out of time in the process of recording this video. Let's do what we can and head off. So, thoughts so far on this game? If you're looking for a roguelike to sink your teeth into, this is a somewhat okay alternative to, say, maybe Returnal. I wonder if we can suspend. Yeah, let's go ahead and suspend. Yeah, it's definitely interesting what this game's trying to do. I just wish the execution was a little bit better. The enemy variety is a little lacking, and the difficulty isn't very high to start with. Doesn't seem like we've faced any like major bosses or major encounters yet either. Can get kind of repetitive. We've been playing for an hour, and I don't think we saw any like major changes throughout the first 4 floors that we've been running through. But the weaponry do feel good to use. They feel somewhat unique anyway. Especially once you start upgrading them, they absolutely just shred through enemies. But that's going to be our first look at Scarlet Salvation, a new game that just released on May 29th. No, just last month. From Idea Factory and from Compile Heart. A huge thank you to Keymailer for providing this key and for providing this review copy. If we have time, perhaps in the future, we'll come back and play some more of this. But yeah, like with a lot of games, I'm afraid we just don't have nearly as much time to dedicate to just one single title unless it's something that we're really, really focused on, like the Lunar series. So if you guys want to check out our Lunar playthrough, head on over to our channel. We've been playing through Lunar 1 and 2, and eventually I want to get to start playing Final Fantasy Tactics whenever that releases in September. So for now, if you guys have enjoyed this video, please like the video, share, subscribe, and also stay tuned for more content from us here on our channel. Take care, have a great Father's Day weekend, and we'll see you guys again sometime soon.